Hey guys, this is Jeff with Red Dirt Cryptids. I'm out at Lake McMurtry over by Stillwater. Uh, it's the 30th today, Sunday. Friday I got here about 5 o'clock just to camp. Wasn't going to be a Sasquatch anything. And I think about 7:30, my truck was parked here, and another person's truck or vehicle was parked over there. And I came to get something out of the car for him. Right directly behind the camera is the trail, and as I'm approaching my truck, I look over which would be right there. You can barely see in between those trees. I saw something white, and I'd seen some deer earlier, and whitetails, they're always have their tail up when they're running, and my initial thought was there's a deer. And then as I'm looking at it, it's just moving. It's not fluttering and jumping and running. It's just walking. And I looked, and I saw a guy in a kind of an off-white grayish hoodie type deal. And I'm like, what? Who's walking over there? Because the trail is like directly in front of the truck, and there's just brush piles over there, and then woods. And I thought it was awfully odd. And well, maybe it's the camper down next to us, a couple spots. And I kind of veered over to the left to see if I could see what they were doing. And because I was going to go offer them some wood, basically. There's a bunch of trees cut down back there that are cedar, and you don't want to cook on cedar, right? So I kind of go to the left a little ways, and I can see the skyline and everything through the trees, and there's kind of a hill back behind that pile. But whatever it was, I could see different things blocking out the sky behind me. And so the next day, I didn't want to say nothing to my camping guest, because first of all, I don't even know what it was, right? I'm just speculating, or if anybody's heard of anything like something white over here in the McMurtry area, well then that's something. But this is just data, all right? So we walk over there, and my guest is a experienced outdoorsman, big game tracker, and unfortunately it rained Friday night, so there was nothing really to see, and the ground is pretty hard. It didn't really rain that much, but enough to wash away, or even the prints that we made, the fresh prints that we made coming in and unpacking stuff, were kind of gone, But I walked over there, and just to gauge the height of what I saw, and I'm being honest with you, I just saw what looked like a guy in a hoodie, and just for a second and a half, and then it was blocking out the skylight. But anyway, I'm gonna walk over there now, and hopefully you can see what I saw. And the branches there, whatever was there, was between 7 and 8 foot tall, or I don't know. But I'll go out there and I'll do the whole raise my hand thing and show you where how tall this thing was. So just stick with me for a second. I'll be right back. That was my point of view. I'm going to go ahead and zoom the camera in and go back over there. Maybe you can see me a little better. All right, I don't know if that helped any, but I'm going to go ahead and take the camera over there and let you look at the land, lay of the land, and heights and everything. I thought I'd give you a shot of the campsite, the road that goes in front of the campsites. There's one right here. I'm down at the Bobcat, and the other one's down there, and there are hiking trails, and it pretty much runs. You can see the road kind of curved to the right, and it just behind these trees, it runs that way. Now, whatever I saw came down heading south and on this trail, and it's a road that looks like they'd built to come in and cut trees or stack trees. So we'll walk over here, and that's what I didn't understand. I was like, why would somebody be walking over here? Because you'll see why in a second. Here's the tree that I'm giving the height measurement off of, and let's see if I can find a branch that, okay, right here. This branch here is about head high. Well, it was higher than that. And so, anyways, this doesn't go anywhere. Boom. it stops. And I'm like, you know, I actually kind of, my truck is over there. I don't know if we can see it. You zoom in, maybe see a little bit of the white through there. It's my truck. And I kind of went over here, and I'll go back here in a second and show you. I went around, my truck's here, and I went around there and was looking back this way because I thought they were back here chopping wood or needing some wood. And like I said, it's just cedars, and you don't want to cook and anything with this stuff unless you're in an emergency. But so I thought, well, maybe this thing was on a hill. Well, the hill pretty much starts right here at the tree line. It's pretty much flat. You know, if what I saw, a deer's tail is probably gonna be right to here, and this was up higher. And like I said, I was like, why, you know, why are they doing over here? I'm gonna go give them some firewood. So like I said, I walked around over there and was gonna tell them, hey, come down here. But anyways, you can kind of see, not very good, just some openings and patches through the skyline there, like right there, everything. And whatever was kind of looked like it had gone, there's kind of a clearing right back there, and it looked like it was kind of blocking the light out back there. And there's a big dip right there, big channel, ravine. So like I said, I don't know what it was, but it was big enough to do all that. So all right, well, I'm gonna go around the other side and show you what I saw again. Okay, so I walked up here and I'm looking. I can't see it anymore, so I'm walking this way, kind of skirt around these cedars to try to get a hold of them and tell them, hey, come on down, I'll give you some wood. And I didn't see anymore. It was gone. And just different spots where I could barely see in the skyline. Of course, you know, you got the sun behind it, and so it was a lot more visible, the clear spots, and I could see something blocking out the light. Don't know what it was. I'm not saying I saw a damn Sasquatch, but hopefully Brian will do his due diligence and put certain tags on the video and clean up the video, because I butcher everything. So if somebody sees a tag about McMurtry and white Sasquatch, that'd be great, because if so, then we can name this place, rename it in place of McMurtry, we'll name it McBigfoot. But anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks for putting up with me. Bye-bye. Another little side note. Last night, there was no other campers at these sites to the north. There's just three. They're really primitive sites. And I guess it would be what you call dry camping. I think it's probably 4:35 or something in the morning. I heard that lid just shut. Bam! Woke me up. And I come out. I get my gun. And I'm walking up here, just, making sure that there's nobody up here. It was just pretty weird. My guest, I'd woke up this morning and asked my guest if they'd heard something, and they said, yeah, something made a loud thud, but they fell right back to sleep. They're pretty heavy sleepers. And so I'm just giving you a little view of the camp, and you kind of walk downhill and how far it was, and I want to say 50 yards. So anyway, this is camp right now. I'm all by myself tonight, so if you don't hear from me, you know what happened. I was abducted by Sasquatch. Okay, bye. Well, thank you for putting up with me and watch me fumble around trying to make a video. Brian did mention something about white Sasquatch, but we're not privileged to talk about that at this time, but hopefully we will in a later video, so be sure and watch everything we got. Also, the like and subscribes really help us out. It gives us good locations, and like people are searching in an area, and so that gives us a good starting point, because things are pretty rough here in the Northwest. So thanks again. Bye-bye. I found this big chunk of glass, real thick. It looks like rock candy. It's not for eating though, just for looking through.